You been in my life? I haven't seen Tamma Jamma on here in a while, so that's a special treat. All right, so we're going to introduce our guests.
Oh.
But before we do, actually, I always struggle with these chats, right? You know that every week I'm saying I'm going to stay up to date. Oh, yeah. Now you said I can do a timestamp, Steve? Oh yeah, here it is. I got it. Timestamps. Beautiful. This way, if I have my timestamps, I know how far I'm going to be behind, because I'm always behind. But let's dive into the chats real quick. Then I'll introduce you to our guests, so I don't get too far behind. So Tamma Jamma, Tammy. Thank you for joining us this evening. Under Tamma Jamma, usually it's Sue Smith joining us. And like I said, Pat and Jane, Gary, Racer Girl, okay. Gary's counting down the day, well, the weeks right now, but soon it'll be days. So thank you, Jane, for telling everybody to hit that like button. Usually I gotta wait for Jamie to come on and tell me that. Wrestler Mania. All right, so I'm just trying to catch up. Well, let me see what Gary's talking about here real quick. All right, first of all, Rich always gives us our weather report. Man, I'm telling you, it's been raining like crazy here the last 2 days. I wasn't able to get my lawn mowed yesterday on Sunday. I had to go actually do it this morning before it started pouring down rain. Anyways, I don't know who Steven is, but okay. Oh. Wait a minute, what happened? See, I messed around. There we go. Boy, you can't let me in charge of these buttons, I'm going to tell you right now. Because something's going to happen, and it's going to happen bad. It's not going to be good, I can tell you that. All right, Rich, weather report. Up in PA, what do we have here? Let's say, where is he? There it is. Warminster, PA, 83 degrees. Will be 100 on Wednesday. Then it'll really be warm in Warminster, for sure. 100 degrees. I would hate to even think. Jane, anyone have any experience with a Tesla Powerwall or if a generator is better? So I will throw my 2 cents in. You know how we're prone to have some strong storms, I'm going to call them, here in Florida? Well, that the Tesla wall is, it's a battery bank, but it does have solar panels that go ahead and charge your Tesla wall. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, in the event of a hurricane here or something, you're really going to wish you had that power generator. Just something to think about. Also, what I do know about those is that, you know, the expense of having solar panels, kind of, from my perspective, now look, Gary and Kathy, they got their solar panels that were thrown in with the cost of the house. Now, if you can do that, you're way ahead of the game there. But if you have to pay $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 and you're paying it every month, you're paying a monthly fee as if you were going to pay for electric anyways. And then 20, 30 years down the road, when you're done paying for them, you need new ones. So that's kind of my take on all of that, for what it's worth. Do I have a Tesla wall? No. Do I have solar panels? No. Do I have a Generac generator? Yes, I do. So hooked up to my natural gas. And the only reason I got that, because I've got 2 giant dogs. My wife is not leaving those dogs behind anywhere. So if we were to go to a hotel or something for a few days or a week, or go visit friends or relatives, they do not want us coming with 2 Great Pyrenees dogs. So I went ahead and got the generator. So that's my story of generators. So Suze, thank you for joining. And Jane, thank you for beating Wrestler Mania to the punch. And let's see, finally, you are right, Tammy. Finally getting some nice rain. My yard loves it. And has standby batteries. Yes, and you forgot the house cat there. You forgot to tell him for free. That was awesome. So they truly are getting free electric now without having to pay for those solar panels. They got a great deal on the home, so I'm telling you, it's not like they even paid for those solar panels in the price of the home. That was just kind of a given. That was a big score on that one, I'm telling you. All right. Gary would never do solar. So Rich is saying he would never do solar. But high liability insurance hates that have to remove when replacing the roof and then reinstall, all cost bucks. But that home's got a newer roof, got solar panels already paid for. Win-win. He's good to go. That's a rare case though. Rare case that somebody pays for those up front. So he scored. Yes. See, all right. So Gary, you're way ahead of me, buddy. It came with the home, was paid, the roof is 3 years old. So you're good to go. That's why you had my blessings for sure on that home. Peter, I believe he was looking at On Top of the World until Kathy came into the picture. And then she's the one that wanted to be in the Villages. Gary says, changed my mind. Okay, what changed? Or I should say, who changed your mind? Should have purchased a different house, not worth it, plus many solar panel companies going out of business. Gary, it's great that came with the house, yes. No, very difficult to remove for a roof replacement. Look, you don't have to do a roof replacement. It's only 3 years old. So Laura, she's in Pine Ridge. So I think my guess they're pretty close to Pine Ridge. All right, Kathy has been packing like crazy. All right. So we're running through this real quick. 74 degrees in Pine Ridge, coolest temperatures since I moved to the Villages 2.5 months ago. So we just have another 2.5 months and then we're smooth sailing. Solar arrays used to only last 10 years. So hey, that's coming from a card-carrying electrician right there. So you can bank on whatever Racer Girl says about electricity and power. But I think the operative word there is used to. So I don't know what it is today. Is there certain maintenance you need to perform in Generac? I don't do any maintenance. I mean, you just have to run it about every other month, which I do not do. I'll admit that. I'll crank it up every now and then just to make sure it cranks, and that's it. Racer, I would have taken free solar. Heck yeah, man. Free is free. There he goes, Gary. Kathy changed my mind. Rich, Ira, bad advice on house with solar. Okay, well, you know what, Rich? I got a card-carrying, union-working electrician. So she says she would take free solar panels. I don't see a downside, Rich. I'm sorry. to hate to disagree with you, but I really don't see a downside to a home that has a roof only 3 years old, and those solar panels are new, free, paid for. I don't see the downside. And Racer Girl says we start our generator once a month. Yeah, I'm bad. I need to really start doing that, especially this time of year. All right, we're going to go ahead. Wait a minute. Weren't people taught if you have nothing nice to say? Oh, wow, Jane. All right, let's get to our guests this evening. So we have Brad and Marcia that have joined us this evening.
Hello.
Brad and Marcia.
How you doing?
Oh yeah, you guys can.
I can see on there.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe.
Hi there.
Move over this way.
This way a little bit. All right.
And then Marcia can kind
Okay,
of
we'll slide
move
on.
along, and then she can kind of take
There
a
we
little
go.
peek with us. That's good.
All right.
All right. So, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for
for
coming.
having us.
Thank
It's a
you for
pleasure.
coming.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
So, we're going to have, according to Racer Girl, we're going to have some stories we can tell.
Well, we do have some.
Let's start with how you got to the Villages.
Well, goes back to 2023. Well, I retired in November of 23, and we said, you know what, now it's time to start looking for a place to go, since we have all this free time. And she was doing some research and found a rental property in, what was it, the village again? I forgot the name of it. Biscayne.
I don't remember.
Biscayne Villas.
Biscayne was.
Oh, Tamarind
Grove.
Okay.
Tamarind Grove, and
Oh,
it was
A rental.
a rental, and it was a patio villa. And we got there in December of 23, and we just, as soon as we saw it, we said, this is too good to be true. Golf cart, you know, all the trimmings, and in December, one evening, she's watching TV. She gets up from the chair and falls. And she thought she broke her rib.
Oh.
Next morning, we went to an urgent care center on Main Street, American Urgent Care, which we're forever grateful for. And
Was that here in the Villages?
yes, well, it's not in the Villages, but it's just 466A.
No. This is while you were here.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, the second week.
At
we
the
were here.
rental.
Where are
At
you
the
from
rental.
originally?
Staten Island, New York.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we're originally from New York City, but Staten Island.
Okay.
She's from Queens.
All right. So you.
And we met in Fort Lauderdale.
Really?
On the beach,
On the
in
beach.
Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
Across from Howard Johnson's.
Well, that's
in
my
Fort Lauderdale.
stomping grounds
Yes,
there.
yes, 1977.
Oh, that's
It's not there
great.
anymore.
We've come full circle. So anyway, we go to the urgent care, they take an x-ray, and the next day, the day after, we're in one of the restaurants in Brownwood Square. She gets a call on her phone. Do you have a lung specialist? And she says, why do I need a lung specialist? Well, the x-ray showed a spot on your lung.
Oh, wow.
So if she hadn't fallen,
I was going to say, that was a blessing.
it was a blessing. And one thing just led to another after that happened, where we just found all the right people to talk to about the x-ray and following up with it. And then we just decided we're going to stay longer because she needed treatment. Fortunately, now that it's all gone, it's cleared up. But in between all that, we were looking at open houses, and we happened to find a house in LaBelle North. And that's also a strange story because we were just driving around one day looking for open houses, and we met a fellow, you probably know him, Pete Lefersky.
Mm-hmm.
He just happened to be in there, and we told him what we were interested in, and he said, "Well, I'll look around. If I see anything, I'll let you know." And the next afternoon, on my phone, just like the cancer treatment, I just all of a sudden I see this property was available. We went in there and we said, "This is the house." We just knew we wanted it, and it just.
Pete said that? He said
He didn't know.
No.
He was just going to look, but we found this on our own.
Really?
And we felt, bad because he was helping us. We said, you know what, we got to tell the agent that we're working with Pete.
Right.
And they wound up splitting the sale.
However they were.
They were very nice about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
So
the way it should work.
it worked out great, and then we just took us a while to sell our house up north. It was a long process. We finally did last August, and now we're here full time.
Here we are.
Here we are,
And we're now frogs, as they say.
Here do you crow.
Yeah, here we croak. Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah. So it was a interesting 2 years, and fortunately she's healthy now, so that's the main.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So you have to go through some treatments.
Yeah, she went through radiation.
Wow.
5, was it 5?
Yeah, see, you
treatments?
know, I mean, things always happen for a reason.
That's exactly it. That's
There you
exactly
go.
it.
He says I was
Yeah.
pushed. God pushed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe it. Yeah, yep,
yeah.
definitely.
I had kind of a similar, not a similar situation, but as soon as I hit Medicare, got Medicare, I went to my family doctor,
Right.
and she goes, well, Ira, you've always had a spot on your lung that I've always been, you know, wondering about, and I really would like for you to get another
Wow.
x-ray, but instead of an x-ray, I'm going to have a PET scan.
Oh, yeah, she's been
I
through those.
have them every 6 months.
Yeah.
So she sent me for, and she goes, and since I'm going to send you there for a PET scan, a chest PET scan, I'm just going to do a full body. I'm like, might as well. I'm already in the tube. I might as well
Get your money's worth.
get the whole thing.
Right.
And then she calls up. She goes, well, I got some good news and some bad news. That thing on your lung never changed. I don't see any issues with it. But I do see a mass on your kidney.
Oh,
And so it's like, I'm going to have to send you to an urologist. And off I went, and the rest is I'm still dealing with that
Wow.
mess. But if she didn't put in
Exactly.
for the
You wouldn't
full
have known.
body,
Exactly.
never
Yeah.
would have known.
Yep. And this doctor in the urgent care, we were very grateful for him because he had the foresight to check her lung because the rib might have punctured it. And that's
Ah.
what he was looking for.
Okay.
If he hadn't done that, she would never have seen it. Never
Yeah.
would have seen it. So
Wow.
It's just everything just was one piece after another just falling into place.
Amazing.
It's really something. Yeah.
Brad,
Yeah.
wait 1 sec. The urgent care, he didn't find this. He found the
Oh
spot,
yeah. Yeah.
but he didn't know what it was.
No, that's why we had to get to an oncologist.
See, and we
quickly.
thought we'd have a long wait to get an appointment,
Right.
you know, with a cancer specialist. So on the way back from the urgent care, we noticed, you know, the Florida Cancer Center, and what was it? Something came up on your phone.
Well, no, I looked up the number, but I said, you know what? Let's not even call. Let's just
Let's
go
just
in there.
pop in.
Before
Sure
we could get
enough.
back in the car, they had an appointment for her the next
They
day.
told me at first
Wow.
they
Yeah.
weren't sure when they'd have something available.
Yeah,
Wow.
They'll give me a call.
it is amazing.
5 minutes into our ride home, can you make it Friday morning at 9?
Wow.
I said, I'll be there.
That's amazing.
And from
Yeah.
there, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Thank
It really
God.
was.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Well, good health to you.
yes.
So
Yes.
you're
You as
living
well.
happily ever after.
Yeah, basically, yeah. 49 years, we'll be married in August. So.
49.
Yeah.
The big
We're
5.
getting to the big
Almost.
5-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you like to do around the villages?
Pretty much anything. I mean, my thing is the golf cart. I love driving that golf cart.
Is that right?
Yeah, I could just do that all day long and do nothing else.
You're like a big kid, Brad.
Yeah, of course.
Boy, those
You gotta be.
grandkids I know, when they come down here, that's all they want to do
Yeah,
too.
oh, I love it.
They want
love
to
it.
drive
Yeah.
Graham and Graham's
That's-
golf
yeah.
cart.
Now it's a little hot. You know,
Well, you think?
We're kind of sticking with the car right now because
Yeah.
it's a little hot to
Yeah,
for a long trip.
for sure.
Yeah, but it's still great.
That's good.
Still great.
That's great. Oh, well, you know, to each their own, you
Yes,
know?
yeah, and we've made a lot of friends through YouTube. I mean, we've been part of Skip Smith's Patreon group.
So
And a
you're
lot of
you're one of his moderators, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well,
And
what?
and I've been doing all the, I don't know if you've seen the Skip, You Suck memes. That's all my handiwork.
That's all. Oh, you're the one.
I'm the culprit.
I'm gonna tell you. When I first heard about that, I'm like,
It was,
Skip, you suck. I mean, and then everybody's kind of egging me on to say, hey, Skip, you suck. And I'm like, I'm
Yes.
not doing that. Skip's a buddy of mine.
now it's become a trend. It's become a trend.
Yeah. So when he was even here, you know, he was kind of
Right.
pushing along that.
Yep, yep.
And you're friends with Jose?
Yes, yes, Jose with his great coffee, terrific coffee. He's been a good friend, and everybody that we've got to know through the group has been just terrific. We really feel pretty blessed to know everybody.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Skip's always on me. How come you're never, because he'll send me messages on Discord, right?
Right, right.
First of all, I couldn't tell you how to get on Discord. I barely get on Facebook.
Right, right.
Because I don't
yeah.
have time. I mean, that's one thing about having this YouTube channel and doing all the videos and having the real estate company.
Right.
It's like, man, I mean, by the time I get home,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much
Yeah.
done for the day.
Well, we're kind of the opposite of people that have found this place on YouTube. We didn't know anything about the YouTube channels when we got here. We didn't discover them until after we were actually living here.
Interesting.
So most people are doing it as research to get here,
Yeah.
but we didn't. We just
Well, how did you kind of catch on?
just scanning the searches on YouTube about the villages once we knew we were going to be here, and then things just came up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But we didn't do any research in advance. We just came here cold, basically. We had been here in 2019 to visit family that lives here. We have some cousins that live here, so we did come here in 2019, but never thought we would make it a home eventually. So it happened pretty quick.
I think when they say that you drank the Kool-Aid,
Yeah, I guess you could.
you
say.
actually drove the golf
We
cart.
drove-
The Kool-Aid is
Right,
the golf cart.
that's it. Yes,
That's
absolutely.
Let's put it this way. One of the first things that we did, I think even before really fixing up the house, was go get a golf cart.
Yeah, we did. That was
First thing.
As
Nobody
soon as we
does
knew it
that.
was staying, right to the golf cart store. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I know a lot of people do that. I know Kevin out there. He's another one that
Right.
man went out there, and I think he bought 2 golf carts.
Oh yes, yes.
So Kevin
Yeah.
was really into that golf cart
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah, it's great.
As well.
I'm amazed that you can basically go anywhere on the
Yeah.
golf cart here. It's just fantastic. And then we're still fun. With the first month or two we were here, we got lost, crazy. I mean, we had no idea where we were going. But now we know our way around. So it's,
I don't think they had the app, did they?
No, they didn't.
The map
no,
app?
No. So that helped a little bit. But now pretty much we can find everything.
Yeah.
On our own.
Sometimes that would mess up
Yeah.
as well.
Right, right.
But that's kind of the fun part too.
Oh yeah,
Getting lost and trying to
part of
find
the-
your way
part of
back.
the adventure. It's
It's
part of
like
the
hide and seek.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
that's
So,
cool. So you're here till you croak.
That's it.
That's
I mean,
good.
we did the estate plan. We're all set.
Well, I took a few little notes on you.
Okay, okay.
So I understand
good
you're a
ones.
big Superman.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit
Yes,
about
well-
your affiliation or
That goes back
affinity to
way before
Superman.
we ever got here. You're probably a fan of the show, Adventures of Superman with George Reeves back
Oh
in the
yeah,
1950s.
yeah.
So back in the 1970s, a book came out called Superman Serial to Serial. Serial spelled like cereal, S-E-R-I-A-L with a C. And that was by Gary Grossman. And that book was like the holy grail of people that watched that show. And one thing just led to another, and people started communicating, going to different lunches, events, and we have probably made 1,000 friends that we didn't know before we got into this group. And we've been to Los Angeles, we've been to Sarasota, we've been to...
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's been amazing. It's like another family of friends that we've gotten by doing this. So it's more than just a fan of Superman. It's been just the relationships because of the legacy of George Reeves, who played the character. So it's an amazing thing. It really is.
Tell him about the story in California when we went to see his house.
Oh, yeah.
George Reeves' house?
Yeah,
Yes.
we went to see his house because just, from the outside, and we were with a bunch of people
And there
out
was a
there.
group of us.
There was one fellow, and
This was
walked
funny.
up to the front door, and I said he was going to knock. I said, you better be careful. You don't know who lives here. And he didn't even knock. He just pushed the door open.
What?
And the owner came out, and it happened to be one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. His name's Michael
kidding.
Chastain. And he's become part of our Superman family now.
He even let us
Yeah.
go in, and
Yeah, he-
not upstairs.
He invited us in to see the house.
Did he know George Reeves owned that house?
He didn't when he bought it.
Really?
Did not know it, no. He only found out after.
TMZ came by because he let us take a picture in the driveway, and they were all waving, because they're explaining this was George
Right.
Reeves' house. So we're all waving to them. He tells us a story that somebody actually stole his mailbox.
As a souvenir.
They picked the whole thing up out of the ground and
I've
took off
got
with the
George
mailbox.
Reeves' mailbox. Little do they know it might not even been George
Might
Reeves
not
at
have.
the time.
No, I think
but-
about 5 people have owned the house since George
Yeah.
Reeves lived there, but he didn't know it until later on. But now he's into the whole group
Oh,
thing.
that's
with it.
great.
Yeah.
He says, I wish
So-
you would have told me about all your
Yeah.
get-togethers.
And we gave him an award at the last lunch we went to.
Oh, and
It was
we met
a little
Jack
commemorative
Larson.
plaque.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we met some of the people that are in the show.
So Robin is still alive, huh?
Well, Robin from Batman is.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that who Jack Larson is?
No, he was
No.
Jimmy Olsen.
Oh no, he was
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, he just died in what was it, 2015.
Yeah, well, we met him in Fort
Yeah.
King, and he passed away.
Yeah, he
a year
passed
later.
away like
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, because man,
Yeah.
that show goes way
Oh,
back.
yeah. There's a couple of people that played bit parts in it that are still around.
I mean,
Oh,
I think
the
it started
Friends
out
of the
black
Group.
and white, right?
Yes, 1951
Yeah.
was the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been around, but it's hard to believe that 75 years later, people are still talking about it and watching it and meeting friends that are into it. And it's almost like a club here in the villages, but it's nationwide. Worldwide, actually. It's worldwide. We
So
have people.
is there a Superman club here in the villages?
There
We'd
isn't,
like to
but
start one.
somebody told me to start it.
There you go. That's the way it works.
So I might just get around to that.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll bet you'd get a
Yeah,
lot of people.
There is not one, which I was amazed that there isn't. I thought for sure there would be.
See, I think by now there's a club for
Oh,
everything.
there is. It's amazing. It's just amazing. Anything you can think of is.
But you've got. Let me see that.
Oh, that's my.
This is what kind of.
Show him your watch.
Oh, I got the watch too. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can show you who's on the front of it if I can find it. I don't know if you can see that.
There he is.
With his winking
Clark
smile.
Kent.
With his winking smile. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, and I have a lot of souvenirs in the house. Superman stuff, Beatles.
Yeah, that was
Sports
another thing I
memorabilia.
had on my
Yeah.
list was the
Yeah.
Beatles. Beatles, love the Beatles
Yes.
myself.
Yes.
I've been to 2 or 3 of Paul McCartney's
Yes, we have.
concerts.
We have two. Yes.
We
And
have the
Definitely
better story.
experience. We do.
Yes.
I know.
When we were still up north, he says to me, how would you like to go to England? I said, I'd love to, but why? He says, oh, they're having this thing with Abbey Road. They're allowing people to actually tour the studio. They
Yeah,
only do it once
Yes.
a year
Apple.
or whatever. And he checked, and sure enough, they had 2 tickets available.
Yes.
So next thing I know, he booked a trip to England.
wow.
And
It was
while
it
we
was
were
a bucket
there,
list item that we had to take advantage of.
wait, it gets better. While we were there, he always wanted to what is the name of
Oh,
that? The St. Andrews, the golf.
Yeah, the St. Andrews Golf
In
Course
Ireland.
in Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
Scotland.
another one of my things. I always wanted to see that hole where it has that 500-year-old bridge, the Swoken Bridge. So we booked a cruise around the British Isles that happened to be leaving that same weekend. And we wound up doing that at the same time after we toured Abbey Road.
Crazy.
Yeah, another coincidence of events.
I call that living a blessed life,
Yes,
is what I call
yes,
it.
it was
when
great.
things like that
Unusual.
happen.
It was great.
Strange things happen.
Yes. So yeah, that's the Beatles, sports.
That's cool.
Yep.
Let me jump to some of
Elvis.
our chats before I get too far
All right.
behind. What time am I? Yeah, all right. Catching up a little bit here. So, Pat, we're all talking about Gary and Kathy's new home coming up. Laura says, hello, Brad and
Hi,
Marcia.
Laura. She's
And
our neighbor.
Hi.
Laura is?
She's in Pine Ridge, I think.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not far.
Kathy and Jen, I purged my butt off this year to move from Illinois to the villages. I only brought my clothes, some kitchen items, personal items, my laptop, and my doggie. And that was it. So that was Laura. All right, so Laura, we're doing that too, but since we both love our bedroom sets, we're bringing those. We'll have to get new living room furniture. That's Gary and Kathy. 49 years of stuff. No, 49 years of bliss.
Yes.
Of marriage bliss. What is the secret to staying married for 49 years?
I think it's just giving each other space to do what you like and
I think so.
and enjoy things together and
Pick your battles.
and yep, that's it.
That's a good
Yes.
one. So Jose.
Oh, our friend
Jose's on tonight.
All right.
So Jose, appreciate you jumping on this evening. Gary's just worried about his house getting sold. So everybody's saying, hey, Jose.
Best coffee around. His coffee is out of this world. That's the slogan.
That's a slogan?
Well, I kind of I made him a sign that said that.
That should stick.
Yes.
I hear you're good with the memes,
Yeah, you're funny
especially with
that.
Skip and Racer Girl.
Yes. Oh yeah,
On her
I had them on a motorcycle. Yeah. Skip wasn't too pleased because he was riding to the back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I may have to change that and update it.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you what Skip told me, but
He used
He'd rather not.
This is a
different term.
PG,
Yeah,
yeah.
he used a different term.
this is a PG
I'll have to
show, I
correct that
think.
and make a new one for him.
All right, so WrestleMania, he jumped on with us this evening. So, Wrestler, thank you for jumping on this tonight. I appreciate it. And
Hi, wrestler.
just got home from visiting the parents-in-law. A little late to the party, but better late than never. That's correct. So, Wrestler, I'm losing my mind, you guys. All right, so it was Jane who got the jump on your Wrestler, telling everybody to hit that like button, but you can do the rest. You know how that works. All right, so let's see. Where are we? Okay. So we're going through. See, whenever I touch this thing, sometimes it just goes boom right to the bottom. Then I got to scroll back up, find out where I am. So, good evening, Wrestler. Hey. Oh, see, it did it again. So Gracie says, I saw the Beatles at DC Stadium in 1966.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I never got to see them as a group, but I saw 3 of them individually.
Wow.
Never saw, I was at the concert when Elton John was there and John Lennon came out on stage on Thanksgiving night at Madison Square Garden.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I never saw George Harrison live. It's the only one I missed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we saw, well, Wings.
We've
it
seen
wasn't-
Ringo, we've seen Paul bring Wings. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that
We've
was
seen him recently in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul McCartney?
Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
in Las Vegas.
yeah. Well, bless his soul. His voice is kind of.
I know.
But it's
I
still
know. His
painful.
new album, though, went to #1 in England. Amazing.
Hey.
85 years old.
He's Sir Paul.
Yeah.
So it
Incredible.
better go #1.
I know. Incredible.
Yeah. Let's see here. Man, I wish I would have saw the Beatles. That's my thing. I should say used to be. I spent so much money. Because if I'm going to a concert,
Right.
I'm being up front.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
I'm
gotta have
spending
good
the
seats.
big bucks
Yes.
to get there.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to be up in the nosebleed
Right.
with binoculars or without and try to,
Exactly.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, hey, if
Unfortunately,
you're going to do
the
it,
prices have gone in through the roof
It's
for these.
Oh, it's only
Crazy.
$250, $300 a ticket.
James Taylor's going to be in
No, it's-
Daytona Beach.
thousands
In
of.
August.
Well,
I went.
Yeah.
Who did I want to? I wanted to go see. Man, I can't remember. I know, like the Eagles. You try to get
Oh,
to the
yeah.
Eagles.
we've seen them.
You're looking at $5,000 a
It's-
ticket
it's nuts.
if you want to be in the
It is.
first, 20 rows or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's gone crazy. It's the same thing with sports. A ticket to the Super Bowl used to be $300. Now it's like $20,000.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, so they've
Yeah.
kind of priced me
They
out.
priced everybody
So I'm
out,
never
yeah.
going to see James
Yeah.
Taylor again, right?
Well, we'll have to
It's
work
not
out.
looking
maybe,
good.
Maybe a nosebleed seat.
Yeah,
And he's not even close.
Right.
St. Augustine, wherever that is.
No, Daytona. Daytona
No,
Beach.
no, no, no.
That's where he's going to be, in Daytona.
James Taylor.
No, he's
I
not.
think in September.
You're wrong.
Okay, maybe you're saying St. Augustine. I don't know.
It's not Daytona.
Oh,
but
St.
that's
Augustine.
close. I think
St.
it's
Augustine, if it's in the amphitheater, that's
I think
outside.
that's where it is. That'd
gonna
be,
be
yeah.
hot.
And even in September, that's going to be a hot night. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I want to go.
Uh-oh, I better shut up. But it will be hot.
I'll have
Yes.
to work on
I
it.
mean, if he's playing at the amphitheater, he should be playing like in,
Yeah, he's on a tour, so.
he's got to be.
It was only listed one place in Florida. That
Yeah,
was
but
it.
the tour
Really?
is nationwide. So you have to,
Oh,
you have
you
to
mean to
fly
go
to another
somewhere
city to
else?
go see him, I think.
See, like Dr. Phillips. You ever been to the
Right.
Dr. Phillips
Yes.
Center for the performing?
We saw Jerry Seinfeld there.
Oh, that's a great place to go. We just saw
Yes.
Vince Gill there. My wife loves Vince Gill.
Right.
So, honey, if you're watching, we got pictures. And I got a story about that. Man, when I was working for the Villages, like around 2004, Vince Gill was coming to the Villages
Right.
to play in a charity tournament with Nancy Lopez.
Okay.
And so I went to somebody, I can't remember who I went to. I said, hey, I need to meet
Right.
Vince Gill. And not me, my wife.
Right.
I said, I will donate whatever you want to the charity. I don't have a, she goes, well, how much would you donate to the charity? I said, I'll donate $500
Okay.
to that. Back in '04, I mean, that was a lot. I was just a starting, I started in 2000, but in 2000, it was about 2004, I think. So they go, oh, okay, well, I'll make those arrangements.
Oh, great.
Man, that was the best thing
That's
I ever could
Wow,
have done.
that's great. That's
So
fantastic.
we have pictures of me and my wife and my daughter. So my daughter was probably about 3 years old, and she was born in '99, so maybe it was 2002.
Okay.
And I had just started in the Villages in 2000, so around, it must have been about 2002. And yeah, man, and so next time she saw him was a couple months ago
Oh, okay.
at the Dr. Phillips Center.
Yep. That's
That's a great
That's a nice
place.
facility.
I could see James
Yes.
Taylor playing
Oh,
there.
I'd love to see him there.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a great
It
venue.
really is. It really
We
is.
saw him
Pretty-
in Radio
pretty easy to
City,
get
I
to,
think,
too.
once.
Yeah.
What's that?
Radio City in Manhattan. I've seen him there.
Probably 15
But
years
that
ago.
was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Radio City Music Hall.
Yes.
I stumbled upon. We went back in the good old days when New York City was something.
Yes.
I think Mike Bloomberg was
Yeah.
maybe the mayor when we went there the first time, and we saw. Who did we see? We saw. Oh shoot! There were three opera guys.
Oh, the three tenors? Is that the guys? I think that's what they're called.
They were. I think it was in maybe Italian though.
Yes. Pavarotti, I think. And,
Huh?
yeah, he's one of them.
No, it was somebody else. Probably will
Bocelli? Bocelli? Andrea Bocelli?
No, it was three guys, and they all were very operatic. It was oh gosh, I bet I can Google them up and probably three opera guys, three opera singers. And that says the three tenors.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I thought it was, yeah.
No, it wasn't the
Not
three
them, no.
tenors. Oh, brother. Three opera guys. Who are they? Three male opera singers. Nope. It's not the three tenors. Nope. Il Divo. Is that their name? No.
Oh, Il Divo, I heard of that.
The three tenors.
Yeah.
No. Is it El Divo? I think it was. But we just walked up, had no clue. And maybe it was El Divo. Yeah, El Divo. Yeah. But this one is four guys, the Il Divo. But they were great. I mean,
Yeah.
I did that. We walked up for a play in New York too.
Yep.
And just got right in. It was great. So let's see. Il Volo? No. Il Divo is Ada. Thank you for going ahead and trying. Il Divo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was who they were. They were great. They were fantastic. So let's go ahead and. So what other kind of stories you got for me, Brad?
Oh, just,
Any cool stories about the villages?
no, the rumors are not true. I can tell you that. I think we've seen one loofah in 4 years, and I think it's for somebody that couldn't find their car.
So all that's
All that
bogus.
stuff's a lot of bogus stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of rumors. Yes.
Well, that's good to know. You
Yeah.
dispelled that rumor.
Yes. Yes.
Wrestler says, awesome putting a face to the name. The Superman thing put it together for me. Okay. Let's see. So, Bill Rizzo. He says, hello.
Oh, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor.
Yep.
Then a real shout out to Wrestler. You skipped me way up. Let's see. Ada. Hello, Ada. Racer Girl says, hey, Ada. There you go, Wrestler. Everyone, please remember to give the thumbs up button and subscribe if you have
Yes.
not already. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Missy Mo's in the house. She's in hot Michigan.
Oh, yeah. It's warm
So,
everywhere now.
It's warm, yeah,
Yeah.
across the
Yes.
country. So, Timmy says 73 degrees down here in Moultrie Creek. So
Oh, that's not bad.
that rain has really
Yes,
cooled things off for us here. Feels amazing.
That's one of the things I like about Central Florida is that it's seasonal. You actually have seasons here where the grass turns brown in the wintertime, and the trees, some of the trees, the leaves fall. You know what time of year it is. In South Florida, it just looked the same
Oh,
no matter
yeah.
what time of year it was.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of here.
Yeah, I grew up in South Florida until I was about 30.
Right,
Then I started heading north.
right, right.
So the crowds,
Yes.
heat, humidity,
Yep.
hurricanes, I'm out of
All
here.
good reasons, yes, yes.
So I made it a nice place to visit, but I didn't want
Yes.
to live there anymore.
No, no.
Alfonso Smith, been watching the Villages YouTube channels for 3 years now. I love this place, the Villages, and I am going to move here. I'm black. My wife was white, passed away. My son is grown and out of the house. I'm 64. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about your wife, Alonzo. But, so your son, let me tell you, your son's gonna love it here as well if you don't know it, and if you don't have any grandkids yet, they'll love it here as well. So, Ada says, me too, Ira. If you're gonna do it right. That's right. I want to move there, but I don't see many people like myself except for working there. I hear it's 2% black, but will I be feeling welcome?
Oh,
Absolutely.
no question about it.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
It is truly Florida's friendliest hometown, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I never lived anywhere where everybody just waves to each other. It's amazing.
I should put the camera on my man over here. He'll tell you.
It's just
We don't see color here.
No,
That's
No,
just the way it is.
absolutely not.
And where was I? I think I was at Arnold Palmer one day.
Oh, yes, yes.
And they got a little breezeway outside the restaurant, in between the restaurant and the pro shop. There was 3 white guys and a black guy.
Right.
And they were just out there, just smoking their cigars and just having the best
Yeah.
of time.
Yep,
You know,
Yep.
so I mean,
yep.
man, please don't ever worry about
No.
that. That just doesn't exist here.
No way. Yeah.
So,
it's just fantastic.
I'm glad you brought it up, though, Alonzo. Because if I can help dispel something like that, that's the way it is here. So, no, I've got a really good customer of mine, Vaughn and Ginger. Customers, Vaughn and Ginger. I could put you in touch with them. Vaughn was a colonel
Oh, wow.
in the Army. And so, I mean, I always looked up to Vaughn. They've got a beautiful premier home here, and then I think they live in Maryland too. So I'll hook you up with some, a couple of
Right.
people that, not for anything else, just tell you right from the horse's mouth that nothing to worry about. So come on down.
Right.
You will be welcomed with open arms for sure. Actually, people they just won't even see any, there's just no difference. So it's
Oh.
not like they'll make you feel special or anything. You're just
Be welcome.
like a regular
Yeah.
person.
Yep.
Tammy disagreed with that. Bill agreed with that. Bill Rizzo. And Racer Girl. Move here as soon as you can. Don't get trapped into working just 1 more year. Take advantage of your go-go years. They don't
Yeah.
last forever.
Yes, don't wait. That's the thing.
That's
Yes,
it.
do not wait.
And as we all know,
Yes.
the older we get,
Yep.
the faster time
Oh,
goes.
it does.
So I can tell you, don't procrastinate, because before you know it, 5 years will have gone by. You're like, oh.
Exactly.
So, yeah, don't wait. Let's see. So, yeah, everybody has said the same thing. What was that, Missy? Hope everyone has been healthy and not getting that cyclospora parasite that's been affecting the States. Never heard of that. Jose, you are so fun to watch with Skip. You crack me up. So, Jose, My office address is 510 County Road 466 East in Lady Lake or the Villages, Florida. Anytime you want to drop off a sample of that coffee, my man, it would be nice to see.
It's the best.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
Everybody says it's the best. So, that's right. Okay, let's see. I think I'm good. We're through. So Alfonso, I've been watching Ira like Ira. I'm planning on using. I've been watching Ira like Ira. I'm planning on using Robin Cavallero. What?
Why would you do that?
I've been watching Ira like Ira. I'm planning on using Kevin. That doesn't make any sense, Alonzo. So, okay.
I didn't get that either.
Huh?
I didn't get that either.
So what I'm going to tell you, Alonzo, you can use Robin if you like. Robin is not a contractor like me. Robin is not a home inspector like me. Robin has not been in the Villages for 25 years, like me. Robin has not worked for the sales office in the Villages, like I have. And I always say that because I feel like there's nobody better qualified to sell a home to anybody than me. Negotiation power, I can tell you, I've had to put fires out in the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy. If I didn't have the experience that I have, things would have just blown apart. So I'm just saying, be careful who you work with. And that's across the board, and that's even in the Villages. So, and that is a great segue to what I'm going to say. But before I get into that, I'm going to say thank you for joining us
It was
this evening.
an honor and a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
We had a great time.
Anybody else that would like to join us on our show, you're always welcome. Reach out to me, call me. You can call me on my cell phone, 352-454-9561. You won't see that anywhere. Oh,
Oh, he's calling in. The man himself.
the man of the hour.
The goat. The goat, as I call him.
Oh, Brad says the goat is calling.
Brad, who's Brad?
Hey, Skip.
Hey, I just called to congratulate Ira on losing 10 years. He looks wonderful tonight, doesn't he?
Yes,
I'm losing 10 years.
looks terrific.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been trying to tell him for years he needed to get a good makeup artist. He worries about a camera guy. He worries about a computer guy. He's got Christopher in there doing all this YouTube crap, and he's got all them girls at the real estate office that do all that work over there. I said, man, get yourself a makeup guy. You could lose 10 years.
Look, all I had to do is get me a good camera guy, and I lost 10 years. So that's that's what it's all about.
Oh, no, you didn't get rid of the other guy, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Why? Because I got a better guy. If I could show you, right, Brad?
This is a nice setup. Very nice.
Well, you were here. You
Yes.
saw it all. You met Steve. No, that I still got Steve. That's the same guy. I thought you meant Christian.
Oh, no. I knew Christian was there.
No, I got Steve. Steve's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No.
Who's your computer guy?
Oh man, dude, I don't have a computer guy. I know.
Who took Christian's place?
Nobody.
Oh, so he was just a boat anchor.
Trust me.
That's what I called my employees before I fired them. I said, you're a boat anchor.
No, he is. Well, here's what I learned. All he did was Google anything I asked him to do. So that's all he used, Google and AI, and then I'd say, Christian, man, I need you, I can't figure this out. Oh, all right, no problem. Give me your phone, I'll go figure it out. He'd figure it out 10 minutes later. I'm like, man, you're a genius. Little did I know, that's all he did was Google everything and go to ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or whatever, and he would figure it out. Now I've learned how to do that. So anything I need to know, I know just Google it up.
I was going to say, what's that? You could do that.
Well, I didn't realize I could do it till just recently.
There's an old saying, you never know what you can or can't do till you try.
Exactly. My brother was telling me something about some guy named Drake McLean. Drake McLean owned the McLean Corporation, which is the big grocery distribution company. You might have even heard of him being a trucking guy as yourself. But
Yeah.
Drake McLean said basically the same thing. If you feel like you need to try something, whether you fail or whether you succeed, you've always learned something.
So you got to try.
Always try.
Always try. By the way, I'm going to get out of here. Your guests are wonderful.
Thank you.
Thanks, Skip.
Yes, they are.
Brad's got a wonderful haircut.
Oh, thank you.
Just for my show. He came,
I highly doubt that, but that could be true.
he came all dolled up.
Yes.
Marcia sent him to the barber before he...
You gotta watch Marcia. She'll sucker punch you.
Uh-oh. Well, yeah, I was getting ready to send him out the door before that happened.
Yeah. Those are New York people, and they're violent.
Yeah.
Ex-New Yorkers. Ex-New Yorkers. Now we're village people.
Ex-New Yorker. He's giving it away.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here, but one last thing.
Yes, sir.
Do you know why two Chinese people cannot have a white baby?
No. That's...
Why?
Because two Wongs don't make
Oh, no.
Oh,
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Skip. Thanks for calling. That's great.
Funny.
That guy is a gem.
Yes.
I love him. All right, I'm gonna let y'all get out of here.
All right.
Because we're gonna
Thank
get
you,
into
man.
some boring stuff now,
All
and I'm gonna get a little segue into what I was saying about some village properties. So thank you very
Sounds
much.
good.
thanks for
Thank you.
having
I
us.
Thank
appreciate
you for
it.
having us. It was really a
It's
pleasure.
been a pleasure.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know how much
Really
I appreciate
enjoyed
it. All right. Well, thank you
Okay.
again.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Steve.
You too.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
What happened? Oh, he needs a microphone to walk out of.
I would walk out.
Okay.
All right. And
All right.
the check is in the mail.
Oh,
Okay.
no problem.
Sounds good.
Have a great rest of the show.
All right. Thanks a lot.
What did I do?
All right.
I don't even know.
Okay. So everybody,
Boring.
as we were saying,
Thank you, bye.
I forgot to tell Skip that he sucks.
Oh, I was thinking it, but maybe
You should have said it.
I shouldn't say it.
I'll make another meme.
There you go.
We forgot.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right. So, anyways, oh, okay. Tammy said it for me. So that was cool. I always love for Skip to join in the party. That's been awesome. So anyways, listen, here's the deal, you guys. So you always want to have somebody in the know and is working in your best behalf. And like I said, that person is me. Well, check this out. Somebody calls me up and they said, they're buying a home from the Villages. And, where did my pictures go? Let me go back before, let's see, I guess maybe I have to download these things. No, I don't. Okay, so anyways, check this out. These people are buying this home in the Villages. they call me up and they go, Ira, please help us. We know we've watched you all the time, but we're buying this home through the Villages, and this is what has happened. So they sent me these pictures, and you can see the whole corner of this is caving in. And there is, you can see a depression going on in there. And not only that, but let me go back here. You need to check this out. This is, Tori helped me out with this. Let's see, I gotta click on here. And this is what they sent me today. All right. Okay, thank you. So you can see in the background, the county came by. This building is unsafe and its use or occupancy has been prohibited. So the Villages agent is trying to get these people to close on this home on Friday. And so, all right, Steve, you can come back to me. There we go. And they're desperately calling me, asking me for help, my advice. What can I do? What can they do? And so I talked to them. I gave them some advice that I thought was going to help them figure this whole mess out. And but that's why I always preach to you guys and everybody else, you need a buyer's agent. When you're working with, even if you're buying a home through the Villages sales office, you need a buyer's agent like me who has a contractor's license, who has a home inspector. Well, I had a home inspector license. I let that license expire, didn't need it anymore, but I have plenty of home inspector experience. I did 125 hours of home inspector school, along with my construction experience of building homes. I have a renovation company right now that can help you if you want to renovate your home. I try to kind of limit it to only my customers who I can help. But you need a buyer's agent, especially when you're working with the people in the Villages. And this is a perfect example. They're not letting these people out of their contract. Even after that notice was put on that palm tree, that nobody could even go in the home right now. So they're in a bad way, okay? Because this homeowner could possibly go in there and try to fill this thing up with a bunch of sand and not do it the right way, not get a sinkhole company to come in and grout that hole that's opened up to make sure that it doesn't open up again, and then put dirt or sand over that grout, which is a cementous mix. But like I said, you have my experience of stuff like this, and not only that, but I know the contract. And I told them, I said, send me your contract, let me know, let me see your contract, let me read your contract over. I read it over. Went through the contract, and I gave them specific paragraphs in that Villages contract, not the FAR bar, not the MLS contract that you would use if you're buying a home in the MLS, which I know backwards and forwards. But again, my negotiation skills for buying a home, my negotiation skills when coming up with problems and resolving problems, nobody has the experience that I have. So I go back to Alonzo. Be careful on who you use as an agent, because you need absolutely the best person you can find. Think of it as a doctor. Are you going to want to just go to any doctor? Or are you going to want to go to a highly rated specialist to help you with whatever your ails are or your ailments are? You're going to want to find the best person you can, I would think. So there's a lot to take into consideration when choosing an agent out there. And like I said, if you're going through the villages, not one agent in the villages is a buyer's agent. Every single one of them start off working for the seller, and then if you're working with one of those seller agents and you put a contract, and not until you put a contract on a home, you're working with a seller's agent, and then once you put the contract on the home, guess what? You're working with a transaction broker now. What's a transaction broker? Transaction broker who has a fiduciary responsibility to no one, not even the sellers. So even sellers who list their homes with the villages don't even know that once a contract is made on their home, their selling agent is no longer their selling agent. They're a transaction broker who's only there to negotiate the contract that's been written on that property. No longer do they have a fiduciary responsibility to neither the buyer or the seller. And I'm telling you, a lot of sellers out there don't even know that. So again, 25 years of experience, this is what I know, this is how I can help you, and I can guide you through all the pitfalls of buying a home, especially when you're looking at stuff like this. Steve, go for it. Wait a minute. I don't know why it won't. There. So when you're looking at stuff like this, and there was an address on here which I took off because, well, I don't want the homeowner coming after me. But you can see in the background that it is it's exactly what we're showing you here. And I mean, that's a mess. Now, let me tell you something. You see this right here? Those are 2 water meters. Those water meters could have sprung a leak. Those water meters could have broke, and now there's water jetting underneath the ground, causing that, since I'm seeing how it looks very close and adjacent to where this problem is. So I suggested to the ladies who called me, call Geotech. What Geotech is a geological inspection engineering company, which they did. They had Geotech come out, take a look at this. Geotech told them, we're going to need to do some more underground penetration like radar or sonar or ultrasound or something that can penetrate way underneath that ground to make sure, to see if there's a big sinkhole cavity, or is it just erosion from a possible water leak. We don't know. So full disclosure, I'm kind of telling you that they needed to call Geotech, and now I'm telling them they need to have some sinkhole people come out, take a look at this, and see if it needs to be grouted and then backfilled with some sand. You have to have sand for grass to grow, right? So anyways, all this comes from experience that, in my estimation, you can't get anywhere else. So I'm not always so big on tooting my own horn here, but when someone tells me that they're going to use another agent instead of me, I'm going to have to come out and tell you, well, why should you be using me? Again, 25 years of selling homes, listing homes. I'm a broker, a real estate broker, so I know the contract much better than anybody else out there, than just a regular real estate agent. I'm a real estate broker. Being a contractor, I have an eye to see, to make sure that there's no issues with the home. I can tell right away if I feel like there's issues. I'm going to point them out. I'm not going to keep going on, but anyways, you guys, I'm just trying to tell you that you really need to be very careful on who you choose as an agent, as your buyer's agent, as your single agent who works exclusively for you. And like I said, for the villages, none of them work exclusively for you, the buyer, at any point, like I would. So if you want an insurance policy, that's what you can do. You can hire me, give us a call, 352-204-9026, and we can discuss a fee for me to work on your behalf with the village, with looking at villages' properties. And that's from the very beginning, from the time we start looking at properties to the time we start negotiating a price on properties, to me discussing the contract with you and going over the contract to make sure you know everything, what's in the contract. I spent an hour with people going over the whole 14-page. What these folks sent me was 44 pages of, I didn't look all the way through all 44 pages, but anyways, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to suggest and refer one of our home inspectors for you, not the village's home inspector. We're going to use our own home inspectors who's going to work, what I know, on our behalf, in our best interest. From that, then we're going to do a walkthrough. We're going to make sure all the items that were found in the home inspection were repaired. I'm telling you, there's a lot of agents out there. What they'll do is the day before closing, they'll unlock that door, they'll walk you in, they'll go, okay, go ahead, look around, do whatever you want to do to make sure that this is the house, that the house looks good to you, and we're gone. If you've seen any of my walkthrough videos, you know that's not how I work. I go through everything that the home inspector goes through, make sure everything is still in working condition according to the contract, because it's in the contract that everything has to be in working condition, because something could have broke between the time you had your home inspection and the time you're ready to go to closing. So if you're not going back through that home with a fine-tooth comb, you may end up walking into a big problem, and that's where I'm come in, and I'll make sure that you don't get into that problem. So let's talk about our chats a little bit more. Excuse me. So Missy Mo's talking about that parasitic, that cyclospora parasite. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm glad, Racer Girl, you called Skip Gramps, because he's always calling me Gramps. So, you get him, girl. You get him for me. By the way, so I'm going to put this out there right now. In 2 weeks, we have another special guest. And it's going to be none other than my girl, Tori. So I'm going to introduce you to Tori. So anybody who calls in, anytime I talk about Tori, now you're going to be able to see Tori. We're going to have a lot to talk about when she comes. She's going to bring a little show and tell things. That's all I'm going to say right now. You're going to want to be here in the next 2 weeks, because that's going to be great having her on our show. I could not force Blakely. Much as I love Blakely, I couldn't force her to be on camera. So I'm just happy Tori is willing to join in, and we'll have a good time in a couple of weeks. So make sure you're here in 2 weeks, and we will have fun with Tori. I might even make that a title, Fun with Tori. So, okay, so before you go, please, thank you, Wrestler. Bye, you too. Wash your veggies. Yeah, wash your veggies real good. Wow. No deal. Nope. Pet peeve of mine on a pre-owned home more than about 15 years old. Listing description doesn't mention if the roof or AC been replaced. Saw a listing for a 23-year-old patio building, no roof and AC info. Well, guess what, Laura? If there's no info, there's a reason. And it's because it's way past its usefulness date. Well, thank you, Jane. I appreciate that. I hate to I hate to like to go into all that and blow my own horn and all of that, but I just scratch my head when people, tell me, oh, I'm going to go, or I find out they work with this person, that person, even with the villages, without any kind of protection. You always want to have protection. I'm your protection. So thank you, Racer Girl. Thank you, Jane. Oh, there's Alfonso. I'm sorry, I did not know. I'm looking around. I did not need to upset anybody. I don't know what to say. Just please accept Alfonso. This is why we have Monday Night Live, because I'm here to inform. That's what Monday Night Live is all about. I didn't mean to offend you or upset you at all. I'm just saying this stuff has been on my mind, and every time I see somebody who gets in trouble, like those girls with the sinkhole, it brings me to think, if it was me, I'm an insurance policy. That's what you have to consider me as. Your insurance policy. And for those of you who are working with me through the MLS, you get a free insurance policy. I don't charge anything because I get paid from the seller in a commission. In the villages, I do not get paid. I do not get a commission. That's the only reason that I have to go and charge for my knowledge and my services when it comes to the villages. But again, it's just like buying an insurance policy. So, Alfonso, I didn't, let me just say something. Thank you for saying something like that, because it just gave me the opportunity to go out there and tell everybody or remind everybody what I do and what my experience is and what my expertise is. because not everybody knows. Now they do, thanks to you, Alonzo. So that's great. Yeah, Racer Girl. Nobody is upset with you, Alfonso. That's my girl, Racer Girl. And so, yes, no one is upset. We all just want you to know how great. Oh, Jane, thank you very much. And Racer Girl, thank you so much for the 100%. Is the VLS purchase contract quite different from the MLS purchase contract? No, not really. They have really modeled that VLS contract. There's a few little differences I noticed. Excuse me. Few little differences I noticed as I was reading over the contract that these ladies sent to me. But it really doesn't vary too much from the MLS. And that's good for you, because I'm an expert after 25 years on what that FAR bar, we call it. FAR is Florida Association of Realtors, just so you know. And bar means the Florida bar. So why we call it a FAR bar? Because the Florida Association of Realtors got with somebody head way up in the Florida bar, and they came up with this MLS FAR bar contract. 14 pages full. A lot of it is redundant. There's a lot of redundancy, but you know what? It is what it is. You get attorneys in the mix there, and that's what happens. But I know the guy who drew up was very instrumental in the Villages contract, Gary Fox, who was part of the Realtor Association in Orlando, FREC, Florida Realtor Florida Realtor something commission. Having a brain freeze. Senior moment, right? Man, I hit 70 and I swear to God everything has just gone to hell. Especially this. I mean, I'm starting thinking, maybe I better get on Prevagen or something. That might not be a bad idea. Here's the VLS purchase, so it's not that different. Pat says, no worries, Alonzo, join us here every other Monday. You'll learn a lot. We've been researching this for over 5 years. We're finally close. Should be soon for Jane and Pat. Cannot wait. Thank you, Racer Girl, for that number one. Love you. You know I love you, girl. She is, and I won't tell them, well, I will tell them. No, I won't. Don't want to embarrass you. About when we were at Harry and the Natives. You, me, Greg, Patty, Jamie, watching Jace. Oh, it's the Jace hour. I forgot to look up Jace's. We're gonna have to get to Jace here in a minute. I'm trying to get the heck out of there. There we go. It comes back. What the hell? What is going on with this? Why does this keep popping up, Steve? It's covering up my my chat, and I can't seem to get rid of it. See this menu? And watch, I'll go like that, and then it keeps. Oh, it's gone.
Gone.
Cool. Dang, I fixed it. Just start hitting buttons, something's gonna happen, right? All right, join us every other Monday. You'll learn a lot. We've been researching, okay. Explains the contracts very, very well. Thank you, Gary. Yes, look, we're gonna go paragraph by paragraph by paragraph. I'm gonna make sure you all understand. Then I might remind you, because I had one of my customers, she was Ira, when we doing the walkthrough? And I'm like, it's in the contract. What do you mean it's in the contract? Well, it's in the contract that tells you when we're going to do the walkthrough. It says in the contract we're going to do the walkthrough the day before closing. Well, that's all you had to say. I'm a big proponent on teaching somebody to fish rather than giving them a fish, right? Because they have asked me other questions of things that were in the contract, and I'm just saying, you weren't paying attention when I was going over that contract. No, I didn't say that, but I just said it's in the contract, you know? So everything's in the contract. I told these ladies, I told Mayor, it's in the contract. One of her sisters, I heard her in the background, well, how come we can't do this, this, and this based on this sinkhole? Because it's in the contract on what you have to do and the steps you have to take. So I was nice enough. Now, they weren't even my customer. They didn't even contact me until they've already had a contract and they were getting ready to close, and all of a sudden all this happens. So I'm trying to think of what I would call it. Because I don't want to use the term charity case, because I don't think that fits. But I am doing it out of the goodness of my heart, because I don't want to see anybody get screwed over. So I am going to help them all the way through. She goes, well, if you let us know if we ever owe you anything. I said, you know what you're going to owe me? I'm going to tell you what you're going to owe me. You're going to owe me being right in this seat right over here one day, and I'm going to put you on camera, and you're going to tell us all about your experience. Oh, I think we can do that. I'm like, perfect. That's all I ask. So that works. That'll work out good. So if I can get that, man, that's worth more money than I can possibly even ask for. And again, I'm sitting here reading my chats. Gary just says, Jane, and Ira, what other realtor will climb up on a roof like you do? That's right. I do what I got to do. I get up on those roofs. I had somebody call me, this was years ago, but there was something about the roof vent. I think there was a screen missing on a roof vent. I went up there, stuck my hand up under there. So I do what you have to do. And free snow shoveling for life. That is correct, Racer Girl. I got my snow shovel ready to go. Okay, thank you. I learned something very important tonight too. Oh, to help me buy my 2 houses. 2? You're going to buy 2 houses. Well, what's the deal with that, Alfonso? All right, Missy Mo, love you, girl. Thank you for joining from Michigan. Sorry it's so hot up there. Thank you for joining tonight. Ira, I'm expecting to contact my local realtor within the next week and a half for professional cleaning and photos, and hopefully listed before the end of the month. Man, how long has it been, Jane? 2 years? Jane, first of all, I'm almost going to hate the fact that you're going to buy a home, because I'm afraid I'll never see you again on this channel, and I want to make sure you and Pat come every other week to this channel, to our Monday Night Live. All right, so pro bono. Racer Girl had volunteered to apply ice melter, but I gave most of my ice melter to my Chicago realtor who sold my condo. I left 2 bags of ice melter to the person. Man, Laura, I can't even imagine. Where'd you come from, Maryland?
Mm-hmm.
Was it snowy up in Maryland? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Icy?
Yep.
That sounds good. Jane says, Ira, we're going to stalk you after we move to On Top of the World. I would love to have you. Where is it? Well, the chair is to my right, but I don't know how that's kind of playing out in my video, but that's it. 1 patio villa for myself and 1 for vets want to come visit the villages for. Whoa! Wow! Did you see that? That's a beautiful thing. That really is. Alfonso, I don't know how you are about the camera, but man, you sound like a guy I'd love to have on the show just to talk about veteran stuff. So I think you'd be really great. Now that I think about it, I probably need to call my man Vaughn, I think he was a lieutenant colonel. And he worked at the Pentagon. So Alfonso, I got to hook you and Vaughn up. You guys will really hit it off. So, but that's great. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. Kind of left me speechless on that one. And I'm not normally speechless. All right, anyways, 7:37. I've got to get Steve out of here, and we got to start packing up. We need to take a picture one day of all this stuff, what production is, or maybe not. Maybe you just have to come in here and be on camera and visit us and join us and have fun with us right in that chair to see everything that goes on. So, all right, we're out of here. How many we have tonight, Steve? 40 right now, but total? Overall? Is it on my? I don't know if it. 333. Well, that's a good number to stop on. All right, guys. I love y'all. 2 weeks. Don't forget, special guest, Miss Tori. You're going to get to meet her finally. Put a name or a face with the name, with the voice when you call in. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. So I want to thank every one of you, Racer Girl, Jane and Pat, and Alfonso. Thank you for joining. Please come back in 2 weeks. Come back with questions. We're here for you. Laura, thank you. Missy Mo, she's already gone. Gary and Kathy, love you guys. Love you all. Rich, I don't know what happened to Rich after he talked about the solar panels. He was gone. So I hope Rich comes back. I hope we didn't offend Rich tonight. So anyways, like I said, this has been a great time tonight. Love you guys. We will see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is, what is that? That's the 26th, right? Or is it 27th? It's the 27th. We will see you. Okay? Please be back. Bring your questions, and I'll have a lot of stuff for us to talk about. All right? I want to talk about scams too. Okay? So you're going to really be looking for my scam video. You'll be really interested in that one. Y'all have a good evening. Have a wonderful rest of your week and a weekend, and then we're going to see you, like I said, on the 27th. Good night, y'all.